Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dear Mr. Shukla, dear Mr. Bhattacharya, dear Mr. Pandey, dear Sri Divya Desai, dear Mr. Singh, dear Mr. Rajesh Sanyal, the dignitaries present of the dais, the office bearers of ISTD, all the participants of this great Innovative Trainer Award program, dear friends. I'm extremely happy to be here this evening. At the outset, I would like to thank ISTD for giving me this opportunity of meeting you all. And also, I would like to take this opportunity of congratulating ISTD for organizing this program, Innovative Trainer Award Ceremony. And just now we heard from Mr. A.P. Singh a beautiful speech in which he gave the details about the program. And it is an innovative program. Innovative program on conducting this innovative training program, and I think this will have a snowballing effect, and we will learn more from these such types of programs. At the outset, I would also like to apologize for the fact that I will have to miss the opportunity of listening to the speeches of the dignitaries of the dais. In fact, I was very hesitant because Swami Satyapananji, the head of Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda Ashram Raipur, is now in Vadodara at my invitation. And today he is starting his series of lectures on Gita. He goes all over the country. His lectures on Gita are very popular in India. And so I will have to be there as the host when the series starts today. So I had apologized for that, but then Mr. Dilip Desai said, you come at least for 15 minutes and give your best wishes. So I also agreed at last for this one fact that I thought I will take this opportunity of inviting you all. Mr. Bhattacharya is coming from Calcutta, and then some are also coming from outside. So I thought I will take this opportunity of inviting you all to our ashrama. As you know, Swami Vivekananda started Ramakrishna Mission in 1897. We have 172 branches all over the world, out of which 40 are abroad, rest in India, and 4 are in Gujarat. And the latest one in Gujarat is in Vadodara. The historic Dilaram bungalow in which Swami Vivekananda stayed as the guest of the then Diwan Manibhai Joshwai has been handed over to us by the government of Gujarat on a 30 years lease at 1 rupee token rent on 18th April 2005. So since then we have started many activities. There are only 11 places where Swami Vivekananda himself stayed and those places have been converted into memorials. Only 11 places in the world. 3 in America. I recently visited those places, and the American government has marked them as heritage building because they think Swami Vivekananda is one of the great 100 builders of modern America. That is the honor that they give to Swami Vivekananda. They have put a plaque also on the Art Institute where Swamiji delivered his historic speech of the World Call of Religion. That was also 9/11. It was 1893. We didn't listen to it, so there was another 9/11. 108 years back. So 3 places in America and 8 in India, out of which 3 in Gujarat and one of them is in Vadodara. So please do visit our ashrama. And I have been told to speak about the 4th wave of management leadership that is now creeping in all over the world. As you know, the first wave of management was the British style of management when work study, method study, work measurement were in vogue. Second wave was the American style of management when Peter Drucker became the guru of all. The third of management was the Japanese style of management when TQM, total quality management, zero defect were in vogue. And now slowly the 4th wave of management is coming, and that is the holistic style of management based on Indian ethos. I would like to share a news item with you. Corporate America is embracing Indian philosophy in a big way. Suddenly says Business Week magazine in its latest issue, which is being brought out from New York, phrases from ancient Hindu texts such as the Bhagavad Gita popping up in management tomes and on websites of consultants. Top business schools have introduced self-mastery classes that use Indian methods to help managers boost leadership skills. And just now you had some samples from Mr. A.P. Singh. And find inner peace in life dominated by work. So the fourth wave is coming on holistic management based on Indian ethos. And why? Number one, communication technology has undergone tremendous transformation. It has become a global village. So now your competitors are having the news about you in a fraction of a second through internet. So you have to be very quick. So Alfred Toffler says, previously Darwin said it is survival of the fittest. But Alfred Toffler says no, it is the survival of the fastest. You have to be very fast. And Emma Fisher says, she is a management consultant in Netherlands, she says in a book, Rhythm of Managing, she says, the whole world is moving at a fast speed and now you must have intuitive faculty. And this intuitive faculty comes when you go for meditation. So she says, those managers and leaders who have got intuitive faculty, they alone is able to survive. And then she says, holistic style of management has to come. A paradigm shift has to come because the whole world has become now one. It has been experimentally proved by the modern science that it is a holistic universe and the whole world has been united as never before. And globalization has already come on economic front, and because of the communication technology it has become a holistic universe. So now we should try to have a different management philosophy than what we were so far practicing, and a paradigm shift has to come. And if we do not have a paradigm shift and we do not go to holistic management, we will have paradigm balances. We have to be prepared for paradigm balances. So the holistic style of management based on English is coming. Globalization come on the economic front, but for that now, as just now A.P. Singh said, many companies who are more than 100 years old are also going away. They are getting disappeared. Why? Because of the fast competition. So because of the fast competition now, it has become imperative that we have to follow the maximum utilization of resources. And as he rightly told, the most important resource and the only resource where we have not yet reached its maximum efficiency level, and that is the human resource. And it is a human resource that Indian ethos has got the maximum to give. And so far we are talking about IQ, but now the latest discovery was of course EQ, emotional quotient. Daniel Goleman made a research and said that EQ is more important than IQ, and the latest discovery of the modern science is SQ. Rana Zohar says in a book, SQ, spiritual intelligence, ultimate intelligence, neurologically, physiologically, biologically and psychologically. From every point of view, there is a concluding evidence that is something on SQ, which is the basis of both IQ and EQ. What is IQ? IQ will tell you how to play the game of life. What is EQ? EQ will tell you how to play the game of life under changed circumstances, with changed studies. And what is SQ? SQ will tell you whether to play the game of life at all or not. That's your choice. What is the purpose of life? What is the meaning of life? Why we are here on this earth? That is SQ. So they have now discovered SQ. And another discovery of the modern science is that IQ is available with all the species, including the computers. EQ is available only with a few species, but SQ is available only with the human species. Our old scriptures say that out of 84 lakhs of species, only human beings can have spiritual knowledge or spiritual enlightenment. 84 लाख योनि में मात्र मनुष्य योनि को ही आध्यात्मिक ज्ञान प्राप्त हो सकता है. The modern science, no. It is not 84 lakh species. According to modern science, is 1,25 lakh species, 125 lakhs of species. Of course, there is not much difference. Now cloning and everything is going on. And the microscope not available. So our scriptures are very near. At that time they said 84 lakh species. Modern science is 1,25 lakh species. But they also say out of 125 lakh species, only human beings can have SQ, spiritual intelligence. But how to develop SQ? They can tell you what is SQ, meaning of life, find out the meaning of life, what is the purpose of life. She gives a beautiful example. I'm running out of time. I must use that example. So, a fisherman was sleeping in his boat. It was afternoon, and there was a management consultant from Harvard. So he said, "Hey, why are you sleeping? It is afternoon, why are you not fishing?" He said, what happened that in the morning I had a very big catch. So a very big fish I got. I sold it and I got the money that is sufficient for my today's expenditure. And so I'm relaxing. Why? You should go for more fish. And then you will get more money. But what will I do with more money? Well, you deposit. I never heard about deposit. Deposit, yes, deposit. Then what? Go on deposit. When you get more money, then you purchase another boat. Then again, you will be able to get more fishes. Then again, you purchase another boat. And you will have a fleet of vehicles. And you will become a CEO of a big company. Then you go on earning money. And when you got enough money, and when they got 3 attacks of heart attack, and when your health is gone, then you come to me. I have got the share market rates of all the companies, and I have got the investment policies of everything. So I will tell you where to invest the money. When you invest like this, every month you will get a fixed income, and you will be able to sleep nicely. Well, I was sleeping nicely till you woke me up. Janajua says that fisherman has got low EQ, but he has got high SQ. He knows what is the purpose of life is to relax and enjoy life, and happiness and peace is the real purpose of life. This fellow has got high IQ, but very low SQ, and nowadays no SQ. Most of the people. So it is this SQ where the Indian ethos has got the answer. How to develop SQ? Swami Nikhileswarananda gives the gist of the whole Indian Vedanta in his book on Raj Yoga. Each soul is potentially divine. The goal of human life is to manifest this divinity within by controlling nature external and internal. Do this either by work, worship, psychical control or philosophy, by one or more or all of these, and be free. This is the whole of religion. Dogmas, rituals, worship, forms, temples, churches, mosques are but secondary details. So these 4 yogas, Raj Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga, that will enable you to manifest the divinity, infinite potential. Infinite knowledge, infinite existence, infinite bliss is already there. With these things you will be able to manifest, and that is development of SQ. Very simple method Swami Nikhileswarananda has given based on the philosophy of Vedanta. We have got this treasure of Vedanta. Now the whole world is in need of this Vedanta, so many American companies are adopting Vedic style of management as per the reports of Newsweek magazine, and they have given the name Karma Capitalism. They have given the name of this particular phenomena as Karma Capitalism. And many such phenomena, so many ways, because the power of ethical management is coming, because there are so many things, it is a knowledge society that is now coming up. And so Peter Drucker says in his book, Managing in the New Millennium, he says, managers and executives from now onwards are going to be more and more ineffectual with no authority whatsoever with their subordinates. Why? It is a knowledge society, and they are more knowledgeable than the executives and managers who are trying to control them. How do you control the person who knows more than you? This is the problem. Previously, it was only 90% of where the forces which were third rate, what we call 4th class staff, and only 10% executives. Now reverse thing, automation has come. Now most of the people are having white collar jobs, and the job of the other 4th class are being done by the computers. So how do you control the white collar jobs having perhaps more knowledge of computers and they are more knowledgeable than you? So managers and executives are going to be more and more ineffectual with no authority whatsoever their subordinates, then how you will be able to control? You will not be able to control. By force. Then only one word, that is the love. With love and with example, you will be able to. So Robert Greenleaf says, for the modern world, the only leadership that will be now surviving and will be successful is servant leadership. What is servant leadership? Servant leadership is leading by example rather than by order, rather than by firing method, rather than by order, rather than by precept, but by example. So that the leader himself goes front and the whole community goes back. And this is exactly what Swami Nikhileswarananda told 100 years back. He gave the gist of the whole leadership concept only in one sentence. What did he say? Sirdar, wahi Sardar. Sardar कौन बन सकता है? जो सिर दे सकता है. What is सिर देना? हम सिर झुकाते हैं. क्यों झुकाते हैं? कोई भी बड़ा आदमी आता है हम सिर झुकाते हैं. क्यों? That is, we are telling, no, I sacrifice my ego. I am humble and I bow down to you. Humility. Now this, a leader who has got humility, a leader who can sacrifice his ego, who can sacrifice his selfishness, and who leads by example. जो सिर दे सकता है, sacrifice. For sacrificing, he is number one. And for getting the result or getting the credit, he is last. And our modern day leaders are the reverse. For getting reward, they will number one. Sacrifice, they are last. This is the problem. This is why this nobility of leadership, that is what Dr. Kalam came at Porbandar when he came to our ashram in Porbandar to inaugurate one of the 81 school buildings considered as a part of earthquake rehabilitation project. Then he was asked what is the source of the inspiration. He said, I do not leak out this secret, but this is the right place to leak out this secret. And then he said, I was in 8th standard, and then he told that when I was there in 8th standard, my headmaster said, you call all the students and let them listen to the radio running commentary. 15th August 1947. And we all listened to the commentary and we were very happy that the red flag, Indian flag went ahead to the red flag, red fort, and we were very happy. Next day he said, I was very happy to see two photographs on the newspaper. First photograph was showing Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru hoisting the Indian flag. I was very happy. By the side was the second photograph, and he said, and that second photograph, Dr. Kalam said, that second photograph was my primary education, was my secondary education, was my college education, and was my life education. We are talking about training. What type of training we have to give? Dr. Kalam said, I got my best training from that photograph. What is that photograph showing? The photograph was showing when the whole India was celebrating its independence, when all the people were joyful and were very happy, celebrating the freedom that had come at a very great cost. The person who made greatest contribution, who was solely responsible, singly responsible for achieving that freedom, that person was not celebrating the independence of India. What he was doing? He was walking barefooted in the streets of Calcutta, wiping the tears of the people who had suffered from the riots of Mahatma Gandhi. He said, I was very much moved. I could understand what is the nobility of leadership. He could have become the Prime Minister of India. He could have got the latest position, any power position he could have got. He did not accept any power position, but he was still doing his job silently. And why the whole nation went for it? He said, when he went for Dandi March, only 3 persons were there with him and lakhs of people followed him because he had that nobility of leadership and he had that leadership quality that is leading by example, servant leadership, which our scriptures have taught. And for us it is new. Sri Krishna became the charioteer a charioteer, an ordinary charioteer of Arjuna. That is what Sri Krishna has told. This is servant leadership. Swami Vivekananda, he did not become the first president of this Ramakrishna mission. He did not give the name Vivekananda mission. He gave the name and the name of his guru Ramakrishna mission. And he did not become the first president. Whatever little money he gathered up, the great labor, everything he gave to his guru, his brother disciple, and he made him the first president. He did not take any power position. And that is why when Swami Vivekananda left his body on 4 July 1902 at the age of 39 years, there were only 5 centers in the whole world. Now there are 173 branch centers all over the world. It is growing because of this novelty of leadership. So many concepts are coming. Last thing, there are so many other things that I would have liked to share, but now the time is up. And I also have to go, but only one thing. Why Indian style of management has become very popular, one of the important methods is stress management. People used to, so many companies I am going, previously they used to call me for productivity and work efficiency and all that. Now all of them are calling me for stress management, most of them. Stress, everybody is under stress. All are under tension. And for stress management, the Western models are not working. What are the Western models? Western psychology says, why do you get stressed? Because you are not able to express your feelings. So, they say, express your feelings. My God, if I express my feeling, I will lose my job. I go to the company and my boss comes, and because he had a quarrel with his wife while he was coming out of the house, he can't do anything to his wife because wife will run away. So he is afraid. So he can't do anything. So he comes here and fires me left and right without any fault of mine. And I also want to pay back in the same coin. And I know how to pay back in the same coin. But if I pay back in the same coin, I will lose my job. And so I pocket that insult, and that insult goes in your subconscious mind, and that creates problem, and then BP, and then all the problems don't come. What is the solution? He said you should express. The modern psychology, express your feelings. But then I will lose my job. Don't worry, we have got a solution. Go to the market and purchase voodoo dolls. Voodoo dolls, punching bags, head diaries, they are available. Bring them. And after bringing to your house, close the doors and windows of your room, put the voodoo doll on your table, and write down the name of your boss, or your mother-in-law, or your wife, or whosoever you want to put your stress on. And there are 3 types of pins available. Blue pins are there for preaching, black pins are there for serious injury, and red pins are there for murder. Just have a red pin and murder your boss, and you will be able to get sleep without any tranquilizer. But only problem is that these are all short-term methods, because the next day when you find the boss is sitting on the same chair, what to do? You kill him in your chamber, in your room, but here he is again firing the second demon. So these are all temporary models, and that is why the whole world is now coming at the feet of Indian ethos, because we have got meditation and yoga. That is why people have been Time magazine brought up a special issue on 4th of June 2005. There was on the front page, there was a photograph of a Hollywood actress meditating. Inside, the name of the story was Just Say Om. It was written, 10 million Americans are regularly meditating. You cannot avoid meditation there in America. Prison houses, schools, colleges, railway platforms, airports, everywhere. There are meditation chambers. I recently went to America. In United Nations building, they have got now meditation chamber. In United Nations, though it is a corner, but it is there. And when I went to Europe for the second international conference on disaster management, my return flight was from Zurich to Bombay. At Zurich airport, I was very big airport, new airport. I was just strolling to the airport to find out some book. Suddenly I found a board, meditation chamber, beautiful meditation chamber at Zurich airport. So they are now opening meditation chambers. They are all coming at the feet of Indian ethos. This is the 4th wave of management that is coming. Indian style of management, holistic style of management, and that is why India has a very bright future. And Swami Vivekananda said, India will become so great that its vast glory will fade into insignificance. But we have to work hard. We have to stop this scam business. We are progressing very fast. From 10,000 crore rupees loss, 10,000 rupees crore or 10,000 rupees crore of scam of water, we have come a long way through Commonwealth and all, and now the 1,86,000 crore, 1,76,000 crore scam in the telecom industry. I don't know what is next. The figure is going higher. This is what we have to stop. And that will stop only when we start practicing Vedanta in everyday life. That is, the ethical management, the power of ethical management will come when we try to practice these four yugas in the daily life, individual life, and the corporate life. Naturally, India is going to become fast. I'm very again thankful to the organizers for giving this opportunity. I once again apologize for leaving so soon, and because the next program is in our ashrama, but I once again invite you all to our ashrama.